Welcome to Otherworldly Myths and Tales, where we dive into the realm of the supernatural and explore the chilling folklore of cultures from around the world. In this video, we embark on a spine-tingling journey through the dark and mysterious tales of Peru. A country rich in ancient traditions and vibrant culture, Peru conceals a hidden world of ghosts, mythical creatures, and haunted legends. Join us as we delve into the darkness, peeling back the layers of myth and superstition to reveal the chilling folklore that has shaped the beliefs and traditions of the Peruvian people. Many who have ventured into the depths of the Peruvian rainforest have reported strange occurrences. Unexplained noises, sightings of unusual creatures, and a sense of being constantly watched. While some may attribute these experiences to the imagination running wild, others believe that these are signs of the jungle's true inhabitants, the spirits and creatures that have called it home for centuries. One such spirit is that of El Tunche. For the indigenous people of Peru, the rainforest is not just a place of danger and mystery, but also a sacred space where the spirits of their ancestors reside. It is said that the shaman of these tribes have the power to communicate with these spirits and even control them. They believe that El Tunche is not just a vengeful demon, but also a guardian spirit of the jungle that punishes those who disrespect the natural order. But not all who venture into the jungle are respectful of its inhabitants. There are those who seek to exploit its resources, plunder its treasures, and destroy its natural beauty. To them, El Tunche is just a myth, a tale to scare off the gullible. They ignore the warnings and venture deeper into the jungle, ignorant of the dangers that lurk within. But to some, El Tunche is very real, and its power is not to be taken lightly. It has the ability to manipulate the jungle to its will, turning the very trees and vines into weapons against those who cross it. Its whistle can lead even the most experienced travelers astray, into traps and pitfalls that can mean certain death. And for those unfortunate enough to encounter El Tunche, there is no escape. Its wrath is absolute, and its vengeance is swift. Some say that those who are captured by El Tunche become lost in the jungle forever, their souls trapped in a perpetual cycle of suffering and despair. If you ever find yourself in the heart of the Peruvian rainforest, be sure to show respect to its spirits and creatures. For El Tunche is always watching, and its judgment is final. And if you hear the sound of a haunting whistle in the darkness, remember the legend of El Tunche and heed its warning. As you travel through the countryside of the Sacred Valley in Peru, you may notice something strange. Cacti planted near windows and doors. But this isn't just a harmless decoration. It's a warning, and a symbol of protection against Lauma, the floating witch's head. According to legend, Lauma is a witch who can separate her head from her body and send it floating through the hills and plains in search of victims. Her head has long, tangled hair, bulging eyes, and razor-sharp teeth that can be seen from miles away. And if you see her head floating towards you, it's already too late. Some say Lauma was once a young witch engaged to a man who betrayed her, leaving her vulnerable and weak when her head was separated from her body. Others say she was a vengeful spirit who seeks revenge on young men. Whatever the truth may be, Lauma is not to be trifled with. If you want to protect yourself from Lauma, you need to know her weakness. Legend has it that if you sprinkle salt on her neck while her head is floating, the link between her head and body will be severed, trapping her spirit forever. But if you don't have any salt, there's one other way to escape her grasp. Lauma hates cacti. If you can lure her towards a patch of spiny cacti, her hair will become entangled, trapping her in place. That's why you'll see cacti planted near windows and doors all over the sacred valley. They're a last line of defense against the witch's curse. As you journey through the sacred valley of Peru, keep your eyes peeled for telltale signs of Lauma's presence. And if you see a floating head with bulging eyes and razor-sharp teeth, run as fast as you can, because Lauma is always looking for her next victim. The Amazon jungle in the north of Peru is a place that's both isolated and mysterious. It's a place where you can find beauty and wonder, but also danger and fear. And there's one legend that has haunted these jungles for generations: the legend of the Chuyachaki. The Chuyachaki is a demon, a forest imp that has the ability to transform into any person he chooses. He uses this power to deceive visitors and locals alike, leading them down false paths and deep into the jungle, where they become hopelessly lost. He often takes form of a loved one, a friend or family member, driving his unsuspecting victim down false paths and then leaving them there, disoriented and lost. And for children, he takes the form of another child or playmate, luring them deep into the jungle and leaving them there, lost and afraid. The Chuyachaki is the spirit guardian of the forest, but he's not to be trifled with. He can be both friendly and aggressive, and his true form is something to be feared. Those who have seen his true form say he wears a large hat, which hides a very wrinkled face and a very large nose, with pointed ears and red eyes. He's just over 3 feet tall, dressed in tattered and dirty rags, and walks stooped over with an uneven gait. But his most striking characteristic is his feet. He has one human foot and one animal foot, usually that of a deer, a turtle, or a rooster. If you're exploring the Amazon jungle, make sure to stick close to your group. Look at your guide's feet to make sure it's truly your guide, and not the Chuyachaki trying to lure you even deeper into the jungle. The legend of the Chuyachaki has haunted these jungles for generations. It's a reminder that the jungle is both beautiful and dangerous, and that you should always be respectful of its spirits and guardians. The Andean region of Peru is known for its beautiful landscapes and rich cultural heritage. But there are some legends that make it a place of fear and terror. One such legend is that of La Luz Mala, or the Evil Light. According to local lore, La Luz Mala is an unexplained phenomenon that appears at night, usually in rural areas or small towns. It is said to be a ghostly light that floats through the air, casting an eerie glow on everything it touches. Some say it's the spirit of a lost soul, searching for its way back to the afterlife. Others believe it's the manifestation of an ancient curse placed upon the land by angry gods. Whatever the truth may be, those who have encountered La Luz Mala claim that it is a harbinger of death. They say that if you follow the light, it will lead you to your doom. Some have reported seeing the light hovering above a grave or a place where a tragedy has occurred. Others have said that the light is accompanied by the sound of wailing or moaning, as if it's the voice of the dead calling out to the living. Some even believe that La Luz Mala is a sign of impending danger or disaster, and that seeing it means that something terrible is about to happen. Regardless of what it may represent, La Luz Mala remains one of the most mysterious and chilling legends of the Andean region. If you ever find yourself in a small town in Peru at night, keep your eyes peeled for the evil light. And if you see it, remember to stay away, unless you want to join the ranks of the doomed. Peru is known for its beautiful landscapes, but lurking in the shadows of these mountains lies a horrifying legend. A creature so terrifying, it is still feared to this day. The Pichtaco, a monster that preys on unsuspecting travelers and is said to be responsible for countless disappearances in the Andean region. The legend of the Pichtaco goes back centuries, and the stories of this bloodthirsty monster have been passed down from generation to generation. According to legend, the Pichtaco is a tall, thin, pale-skinned man who roams the mountains at night, carrying a sharp silver blade. He preys on travelers and unsuspecting villagers, attacking them and draining their blood with his blade. But that's not all. The Pichtaco is also known for his insatiable appetite for human fat, which he extracts from his victims and then devours. His victims are left bloodless and their bodies hollowed out. The legend says that the Pichtaco preys on the most vulnerable and unsuspecting victims. He is said to use his charm and wit to lure them into the darkness, where he then attacks. The Pichtaco is also known to disguise himself as a priest or a doctor, tricking his victims into trusting him before he attacks. And once he has claimed his victim, he is said to disappear into the night, leaving no trace behind. The Pichtaco is feared by all who know of his legend, and it is said that his very name strikes fear into the hearts of those who hear it. Many who have encountered him are too terrified to speak of their experience, leaving his true nature a mystery to this day. He may be lurking in the shadows, waiting for his next victim. And if you hear his name whispered in the darkness, run as fast as you can, for your very life may depend on it. As we come to the end of our exploration into the spooky folklore of Peru, we hope you've enjoyed this glimpse into the hidden world of ghosts, creatures, and haunted tales. Remember, the legends and stories we've shared are just a small glimpse into the vast tapestry of Peruvian folklore. We encourage you to continue your own journey of discovery, to dig deeper into the rich traditions and myths that shape the cultural fabric of Peru. Thank you for joining us on this mystical adventure. Remember to like and subscribe as we continue to unravel the mysteries of folklore from around the world. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the unknown.